Day 22 of 22 days, doing 22 push-ups to raise awareness for PTSD and suicide among veterans. So today is the final day, and just like to thank everybody that has been watching these videos, and also I would like to give you my 2 cents about PTSD and suicide among veterans. So let me start by giving you an analogy. Let's take into account, for instance, a race car driver that can't drive anymore and moves into a town where the speed limit is 30 miles an hour. So this is pretty much how the veteran coming back to the civilian will feel. They are preconditioned to do certain things that they can't do in the civilian world. So a race car driver always will try to go fast, draft, overtake and whatnot. If he does that, or she does that, in a small town, he most likely is going to run into problems with the law, accidents, and so forth and so on. So, case in point, recently there was a veteran that shot 5 police officers in Texas during an otherwise peaceful demonstration. And the reason he did that is because he's conditioned to do that. That's like Pavlov's dogs, you know. So a soldier is very simple in his mind. This is friend, this is enemy. I protect this guy and I kill that guy. And that's pretty much how he saw it. He saw what he perceived as an injustice against his friends, so he killed the enemy. Obviously that's a criminal act. But if you transpose that situation into a war zone, he will actually be hailed as a hero because he took down 5 enemies and, in complete disregard of his own life. And that's actually a form of suicide. So I don't know if it was diagnosed with PTSD or not, but there are many problems. Not only the hard PTSD, which is when you suffer some traumatic event and you feel like a victim of the circumstances and you have no power over it, and then you get PTSD and you dream and you keep on remembering that thing and whatnot. There are other forms of emotional. This is mainly emotional disorders, if you want. Burnout, which is the consequence of several of those acts, those situations, and things like that. So not always is easy to identify PTSD. So some things that veterans usually will have, it's that when they come to the civilian life, they will withdraw. And so they will kind of seek isolation because, again, they come into a world that they don't understand, So sometimes you can take them out for a drink and you are with a few friends and whatnot, and this guy is staring at the wall. Well, what he's thinking is, I don't belong here anymore. What the hell am I doing in this world? This is not my life anymore. So it's up to us to kind of give them a hand and guide them back to the civilian life. And there are certain things that we can do and certain things that we should not do. One thing that you should not do is keep on talking about those things, those situations that put them in that place in the first place. So for instance, people that go like, oh, you're a hero, you're fighting for our freedom. Nah, don't do that. Same thing as telling people, oh, this guy can kill you with a finger. Don't do that. The thing is that we men will live according to our reputation. If you ask something to a nice guy, or someone that has a reputation of being a nice guy, you will be nice to you and we will do whatever you want. But if you ask something to an idiot, he's going to respond with an idiot answer. A drunkard will act like a drunk. And people do these things that they are expected to do. Their reputation, and that's the way men see their acceptance in this society. So whatever your reputation is, you're gonna act act according. So obviously, if you keep on talking about a veteran like he's a hero and he can kill people with one finger and whatnot, what you think he's gonna do? So that's not a good path to take. So another thing is you should not ignore that there is a situation, and you should not kind of just pretend that nothing is wrong. There is something wrong. So we kind of have to balance, between being completely detached and being, obsessive about it, and overwhelming the person. So you got to give them space, but at the same time you got to make them feel that they are in a safe place. And so there are a lot of things that we can do, not just throw money out there, like many people do. If you know someone that is related to you, or a friend, or a spouse or whatever, try to understand that they're not the same person that they were before when you met them, and before they went to the military. So acknowledge that and try to make them integrate or reintegrate society. Some things that they can do is keep active, do activities like physical activities like hiking, or playing games, baseball, football, whatever. Make them do things that they will be engaged in, that they will be focused in. Might be chess, whatever, bowling, whatever. Okay. Another thing that I think I shouldn't, I should emphasize is make them laugh. Laughter is a very powerful thing, and it releases a lot of feel-good hormones. So go see, stand-up comedy shows, rent funny movies, get involved with funny people. So all those things are important, and also don't try to pretend that you understand what they're going through, because you don't. You never lived it, you never felt it, you weren't there. So if you tell them that you understand what they're going through, you're just gonna make them mad. Right? So you can gather them with other veterans, but as long as the veterans have some sort of activity, let's say a group of veterans that go bowling every Wednesday or Friday or whatever, play poker or whatever, to avoid talking about the same things over and over. So there are many other ways that you can help, but these are a few pointers. Anyways, here I go for 22. I hope you can see. This is the Sky Lakes Wilderness and Peaceful Lake. Okay, it's the end of the show. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thanks for watching.